Good morning. Hope everybody's well. I'm doing pretty good. I just woke up. Got like 6 hours sleep. It's my Sunday. Nailed the coffee. Get the underoos out of the shot there. All right. So it's my Sunday. And I got 9 weeks no alcohol. Good on me. And a year and 9 weeks no boost. Well, I got to recount that. I'm not sure if it might be longer than that. I just got to read. My math is messed up in my head. Okay, but I do have 9 weeks no alcohol. And boy, I had a pretty close call last night. I was sitting here. Well, first of all, I'll start with my day, how it went yesterday. So if you watched my vlog from yesterday, I was like a dilemma. I was kind of stuck, right? Stuck in between doing chores, and going back to bed and taking a nap because I was feeling groggy and unmotivated. So I ended up packing up my e-bike, my e-scooter, and I headed over to the beach and kind of just hung around the Huntington Beach Pier there, and went on the pier to the end of the pier and sat there for probably 15, 20 minutes. It was nice. The air was fresh. And went back down to the boardwalk, hung out next to the pier, watched for probably an hour. And went and grabbed something at Del Taco. I got that on the way there. So had a little lunch before I went and did that. Didn't make contact with anybody that I could have, but I didn't. So I just people watched, and was just checking things out. There's probably a couple opportunities I could have talked to a female a couple times, but I chose not to because I just was feeling too forced. So I held back. I didn't want to have the stink of death on me. So I held back. It's hard to tell sometimes whether someone's down there to be alone or if they're there like I was to at least have an opportunity to talk to somebody. It's really hard to tell sometimes. I didn't want to approach somebody if they're sitting there wanting to be alone for some whatever reason. Maybe they're having a bad day or something. They just want to be alone. So they're out there just at the ocean trying to be alone and just enjoy the ocean and the weather. You never know, man. So it's fine line between invasion or uh, you know interrupting someone's peace and quiet, or maybe they're there for the same reasons, to at least give themselves a chance to meet somebody. It's hard to tell, and I just usually go with my gut. Your gut usually is right, and so I didn't approach anybody. I just sat there, people watching the ocean, enjoying the fresh air and the sun, and when I left here, by the time I got back home, shit, it killed almost 6 hours. So that was a lot of the downtime I would have had sitting here, or that could have been 5 or 6 hours I could have did chores, but I just wasn't feeling it yesterday. I wasn't feeling like doing a bunch of work. That's another thing about chores. That's kind of like either I wait until I feel like I'm doing it, or I have to force myself, and then it irritates me, to have to do it. So that's how yesterday went. I came back, got home. Um, I didn't even like have dinner last night. I ended up just having some bean dip and chips, and that was enough. And I remember watching a channel on YouTube, and it was a beer channel. I ended up on the beer channel, and I was watching that for a while, and I was kind of just hanging out. I just got done eating my chips and bean dip, and watching the channel. Like, it triggered me, man. It triggered me to want a beer, and I was thinking, it'd be nice to just go grab a grab some beer and just sit here and watch this beer channel, right? And I'm sitting there debating, well, maybe I should. It ain't gonna hurt. And I'm just on a break. I didn't say I was quitting, so I'm sitting there thinking. I'm watching this beer channel, and the beer's just looking so good, right? And I know that the beer, how good that beer can taste. So I'm thinking, all right, fuck it, man. Okay, I got almost 9 weeks. I was one day away from 9 weeks. I had 8 weeks and like 6 days, right? Something. Okay, well, I'm just gonna go get some beer and enjoy the beer. Just sit here and watch this beer channel. Just enjoy my yummy beer. And I figure, okay, well, 2 months is enough. 9 weeks is enough. I'm thinking, man, but and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm really enjoying my sobriety. I feel like, I feel a lot better physically. Can't say, that, I feel a lot better, but, I'm just thinking how more consistent I've been as far as feeling better lately. Okay, not having a hangover, not having skin problems, and, just being a lot more consistent with at least feeling not hungover, right? Okay, I do feel better though. I do. Everything's much clearer. I'm thinking better. There's a lot of improvements, but it hasn't been that long really either. So I'm sitting here tossing that around in my head. Should I? Shouldn't I? And then I was watching this channel more, and I'm just thinking, you know what? You know, I can control it. I can control it. Blah blah blah. But the urge was so strong to go get a beer. I was literally in my truck with the engine running, sitting there holding the steering wheel and I just sat there for a second in my truck, like I didn't have it in gear yet. I just had it running, and it had the engine on, sitting in it. And I sat there for probably like a minute thinking. I just stopped myself right there when got out and got into my truck and was getting ready to go get the beer. I stopped there for a second before I put it in gear and just took a few breaths, and then I started thinking about, okay, this is exactly how it happened last time. I just decided I want a beer. The craving was really strong. I mean, the craving was really strong. I mean, it triggered me big time watching the beer channel there. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, you just barely are getting to feel better. You're barely getting to feel better. You just barely got your skin straightened out. Everything's getting better. And now you're going to go ahead and just turn around and start all over again. So I turned the motor off, got back out, came back into the pad, changed the damn channel to something else, got me a water instead, a liquid death, and got a couple of cookies, sat here and had some cookies, watched something else, got my mind off of it, and just ended up going to bed shortly after that because it started getting late. And that's how my day wrapped up yesterday. So, you know, I slept for like 6 hours. I mean, it's only 6:16, 6:30 in the morning now. I was up at 5:50, and I went to bed about 11. And I'm glad I didn't go get the beer last night because I feel much better about myself this morning. Um, I actually feel stronger now that I got through that. That was a very, very triggering video I was watching, and the urge was very strong. And I'm really happy I controlled myself and I stopped myself from relapsing. So with that, doing that, I do feel stronger now about being able to, continue my break from alcohol, which I do plan on doing. Like I said in my other video, as long as I'm able to keep the break from alcohol going and I feel good about it, I'm going to do it because the benefits are there. Definitely, there. I need to be taking a break from alcohol, man. I mean, at this point in my life, it really does. Alcohol really, the benefits are not there. You know, it causes me more problems than it actually is worth. Because of my addictive personality. Last train home. If I was the type of person that had, well, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm teaching myself to have control. I'm a new person. I'm not the same person I was yesterday. Okay, that's the thing about life. Every day that goes by, you're not the same person as you were yesterday. Constantly changing because you're learning, your body's regenerating. Okay, like that's why, like, when I look at my videos from, not that long ago, I kind of cringe, man, because, like, I'm not the same person I was just a few weeks ago. Like, every day that goes by, I learn, I change, I'm improving. And that's why I have a hard time watching my videos, because I cringe, because, like, I'm always getting, smarter every day as I go. And I look back and I think, yeah, that's how you were thinking now. But if you knew then what you know now, you would be thinking differently, a little bit differently. So we as humans are changing daily. We're a new person every day. You're almost like a new person every day because you learn something, you got more experience. Then you look back on the past day, and you can reflect and you can see what's different. And that's the same with, like, an alcoholic. It's every day's a new day, and you learn, you get stronger. And last night was the test, man. That was a big test. um, and I'm glad I passed it, man. Like, last time I took a break from alcohol, um, I lasted a year and a half, and then I finally gave in. But see, I learned from that experience. I learned that I have an addictive personality since then. I learned that. And I learned that once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic. I've learned that. And that's why I say from now on, when it comes to not drinking alcohol, I'm calling it a break because you can't say once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic, and then say I'm quitting, okay? Not with when you have experience, okay? Before, when I didn't have a lot of experience away from alcohol, I was saying I'm quitting alcohol, okay? Inside, I was saying that and I wanted that, but subconsciously, deep inside, you don't even realize it, but you know that you're going to drink again, okay? So that's why I say I'm taking a break from it. And then when I get tired of drinking, I'm taking a break. When I get tired of sobriety, I'm going to take a break from that. And hopefully, and then I'll go back to drink. But that's the problem. That's where the problem lies uh, with an addictive personality. I can't I can't drink responsibly, man. I like it too much, okay? It runs in my family. My dad was an alcoholic. My mom was an alcoholic. My mom not so much though. She was more able to control. She's the type when she does drink, she can have two and stop. Not my dad though. My dad he was a raging he was a mellow alcoholic, but he can really put a lot away every day and still maintain pretty good. But it's that addictive personality. I think I got it. It's in the genetics. I might be full of shit. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I can't really blame anything for putting, I'm just flip flopping on you right now. They say that whether I know it's true or not, it could be, it could not be. I'm just going by what I heard. But a fact is, nobody's putting the drink to my face and dumping it down my throat. I'm doing that all myself. That's all me. And I feel much better today than I did yesterday. I feel like I have more energy. Uh, Going to the beach yesterday helped me a lot. Uh, it's freaking 10 degrees cooler there. It was beautiful, the weather. I might go back today. Maybe I'll ride a bike this time though and get some exercise. Maybe I will. I do need to get some chores done though. The only thing I did yesterday is I did the dishes and I did laundry. That's it. That's all I did. And that's not even anything off the checklist. So the checklist is still the same. I did manage to get that done too though. So yesterday was a me day. I did something fun instead of doing chores. And I'm glad I did because I needed it. I needed to get outside and get around people. And it was fun because I got to see some dogs. I filmed a video. Um, I was hanging out with a crow and a squirrel also. It was beautiful, man. That's what I love about Southern California. It's gorgeous. It has its places. So today is my Sunday. I got all day. It's going to be hot. Um, I'll be filming tonight, live cooking. I'll be doing a stir fry with the new edition. So it should be good. And hopefully I can get something done on that checklist there. It's just like it's hard to get motivated to do that because it just is this work. And and my days off, I like to spend relaxing and recovering, for work. Maybe I'll get online and look up a maid service that is reasonable with their prices. I think what's holding me back right now is I want to rearrange. I have a lot of stuff. My place is tapped out, and I don't have a lot of space for stuff. And So I got to rearrange everything to where it looks, pretty organized. It's getting there, but it's still a little bit unorganized, and it's hard to clean because there's things I need to straighten out. It's a pain in the ass. But I think if I could get some help, maybe on just the cleaning, like the bathroom, the stove, and all the organizing shit, it's going to have to be on me. So I just need to get off my ass and do it, you know? So, anyways, I got 9 weeks, no alcohol. Um, the boost, of course, I can say I quit that. That's done. I'm done with drugs. So that's all I got for now. I'm just kind of rambling now. The video's starting to run a little long. So stay tuned for the cooking. I'll be making a video. I'll just say it's a battle. I got a battle coming up later this evening, and I'll be posting that up. So keep a lookout for that. And thank you for your continued support. I do appreciate it. And y'all have a great Friday. We'll catch you later. See ya.